We need a guy on the camera. Who's on the camera?
Let's see.
Matthew could. Moeen, if he's up here. Shoot.
Matthew, my brother?
No, Moeen could if he's
Oh,
up
Matthew
here.
Moeen.
You guys need a camera guy.
You'd want to.
You guys are on too, by the way.
All right, guys. Welcome to the St. Augustine Intramural Football Championship between Palafox's Hybrid Paloozas and the Slushers Slush Puppies.
Hybrid Paloozas of Palafox and Duluth sliding into the championship here, pretty much on no competition with undefeated. This is their third time playing the Slushers, who are definitely the underdogs going into this match. Let's take a look at the roster, Zach.
Yeah, so for a Hybrid Palooza, well, first off, they're doing a quick game of rock, paper, scissors. Gabe Concha and
Looks like
MJ
Gabe is
Jackman.
throwing paper. Going again, Gabe with rock.
Oh,
with
scissors.
With paper again. Tied. Here.
Oh, they're slowing it
We can get
down.
someone to do it, for sure.
Bang. And the seniors, Pala Duluth, win, but they defer. And now the junior team, the Slush Puppies, will have the ball.
Tyler!
Starting for the Slush Puppies, we have Lolo Rudolph, Ian Wagner, Rocco Parente, Michael Cerullo, Micah James, and yeah, Gabe Conja, starting quarterback. Oh, it looks like, never mind, they did not defer. They will be throwing the ball off to the seniors. On the senior lineup, we have Jaden Matingu, Julian Iacano, Jackson Eichelman, James Root, Evan Condon.
Evan Condon receives it from the back, cuts right, back into the middle, and flag pulled by Rocco Parente.
Right around the 25-yard line.
Jaden Matingu has been the story for this Palafox Duluth team. He's been a great quarterback, leader. His main weapon out there on the left side is MJ Jackman. We'll see how they pair up today.
Lining up in the slot, we also have Tanner Wick, who's been a key player for them.
Jaden Scans.
Running.
That's the story of this game. We're going to see that day in, day out.
Fumble. If only there were fumbles, that would be a fumble, but that'll be the story of this game. Can these Slush Puppies take down the run game by Jaden Matingu? I mean, we've seen all season long this guy is too fast for almost anyone, and that's how he's beaten them in the previous rounds, by sending everyone deep and then taking a run because no one can guard him.
Zach, who's your breakout player in this game? Who do you think has the game of their life today?
You know, personally, I'm gonna say Lolo Rudolph is gonna go off. He's been a real.
Evan Condon receives a pass. It's gonna be 3rd and cone.
You know, back to what I was saying, you know, I think Lolo's going to have a real breakout game. Many of the big plays for these Slush Puppies have been coming from Ian Wagner, very clutch, but I think this is Lolo's game to shine, you know. I'm expecting at least 2 touchdowns.
I agree. Ian Wagner, again, coming off a monster game, leads the league in 4 games for 3 touchdowns.
And is he going to get it? He's down right before the cone.
That's going to be an early 4th and cone. Good pursuit from the Slush Puppies, led by Ian Wagner over there on the right side.
You know, Owen, if the fans don't know, you guys get the team gets a blitz every cone. So you get 4 downs to get to the cone, and the defensive team gets 1 blitz. And they haven't used their blitz.
Using that blitz here, and he goes. And it's going to be the
easy run
by Jaden. He gets there.
Oh, and he misses a flag pull. Misses a flag pull. Lolo was there, but just didn't get his hands around that flag.
Not in time. Jaden with the clutch 4th down conversion, which sets the Hybrid Paloozas up for a nice 1st and goal from the 30-yard line.
Matthew Chin out as a wide out. Tanner Wick and James Root out in the slot. MJ Jackman a wide out.
Scanning.
Evans working that flat route.
There. Looks like he's going to tuck it in. No, he throws it to Evan Condon.
They did? Oh, no.
Oh.
Zach, was it just me, or does Micah's coverage seem a little lackadaisical out here on the left side?
Yeah, you know, I mean, that's what all teams kind of go through in this beginning series, both on offense and defense, just trying to work out the wrinkles. I think he's just getting in the groove of things. I think he'll come around.
I actually spoke to Gabe Conja before the game, and he told me this is the biggest game he's ever played in.
Oh, really?
He's leaving it all on the line. As you see there, that coverage of MJ Jackman is just airtight.
Oh, and
there you
drop
go.
pass.
That's what the slush puppies will do.
Yeah, can't have those. Can't have those. I mean, you would expect from a senior homeroom to not be making mistakes like that, but I mean, hey, it happens to the best of us.
This is going to be one of the biggest plays of the game thus far, with a big 3rd and goal. Jaden Matingo 5 yards off.
They need to get 15 yards
Looks like
into
James
the end
Root's
zone.
going deep.
Oh, he's
Jaden
going to
does not see
run,
him.
locked up
And
by
Lolo just
Lolo,
gets him
and what
smothered,
a sack.
Smothered.
So already we're seeing this dominant defensive performance from Lolo Rudolph. I can't wait to see what he has in store for us on offense.
Well, tip of the cap to you, Zach. That was a good call. Lolo thus far has been the best defensive player for the Slush Puppies, with 2 clutch sacks and forcing a 4th and goal, which is unlikely, but we know the magic that Jaden Matingo has, and MJ Jackman over on the left side. We'll see what can happen here.
Looks like a 23-yard conversion that they're going to have to make.
Going
down
deep.
the field, MJ Jackman, and
Swatted
great
away.
defense by Ian Wagner.
With great field position, Slush Puppies are taking over.
Right about half field. You know, Owen, I know Ian Wagner plays some soccer, so why don't you let me know about how that translates?
Ian Wagner, great speed, acceleration, change of direction. He's actually coming off a great performance last night versus Torrey Pines with the game-winning assists. Thank you, Coach.
Let's see.
Let's see
Running
who's
across
gonna
the
hit.
flat is Lolo, wide
Micah's
open.
wide open.
Oh my God, and you can't have those passes.
First pass jitters from Gabe Conja. It's
Yeah.
all good.
It's getting it out of his system. You know, I associate Gabe Conja with a Josh Allen type of QB. I mean, he's really just a very well-rounded guy. He's told me himself he thinks he's like Josh Allen, and I would agree.
Let's see, Ian.
Oh, and he's going to
Ian
run
MJ
for
Jackman,
it.
And he's rolling out. Evan Condon has the speed, and he just pulls that flag. Failing to get the first down on the first 2 plays.
And what is that going to bring up? 3rd and cone with 1 yard to gain.
Let's take a look at a key matchup here. Lolo and Jaden out on the far right side. This is a speed for speed matchup here. How do you think this one's going to go?
You know, I think Lolo's got the burst on Jaden, but I think long distance Jaden's got it. I mean, his legs are a little bit longer. He's a little taller. So we'll see. Lolo across the flat, catches it, converts on that 4th down.
Good stuff. As you see, MJ Jackman is guarding Ian now. The hybrid Paloozas, they learned the hard way last time when Ian put up 3 touchdowns on them, but it seems that they got their number 2 corner on them this game.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, Ian's just, as I mentioned before, clutch player. Short.
Conja. Ian receives a great turn of direction.
Ankle break.
A catch with 5 yards after the reception. There we go.
You know, I know MJ Jackman's a basketball guy, but sometimes those football workouts with Coach Sweat, acceleration, deceleration, you know, 1 foot stick, you know, those can really come in handy. And right there, obviously, it seems as if he may have needed a little single leg deceleration.
Hips always got to be loaded.
Always, always. And
Gabe rolls out. Oh, and he
Great
hits another
pass.
low pass. Sets up right at the 5. We're going to have 3rd and goal. Lolo with a little late celebration there. Don't really know what that was. Can you clarify, Zach?
you know, I'm not sure what that was, to be honest. It was a celebration of sorts, but
Definitely was something.
yeah. Michael Cerullo in the back
Scanned
end
the
zone.
field.
Oh.
Gabe's going to tuck and run if he reaches out and gets the yardage.
Nope, and his flag was pulled short. See, the red zone is where it gets really hard to score. I mean, everything is congested. What's even worse is the Palo Duluth's hybrids they haven't used their blitz, and I mean, I can't imagine. Yeah, it looks like Evan is gonna blitz. Oh, bad snap. Did
Rolling
not
out.
help him out. Oh,
And he beats it. And
Touchdown?
he reaches.
And he was down 1
and
yard
that is a
short.
brutal call.
I don't know about that
Brutal
one, man. I don't know about that one.
We'll have to take a look at that one later. The
Man.
Slush Puppies are known to have a little.
That's inches away from the goal
Jeez.
line. I don't know how you can
That's
call
a
that
tough
one.
call to make from that position. I think you got to give the call to Edgar Alcozer on that one. He was pretty hesitant.
I know. I mean, when things are like that, I know this isn't baseball, but usually you give the benefit to the runner. I think in this case, it should have definitely gone to the slush puppies, but.
I might add that.
Oh,
Mr.
and Gabe
Slusher-
Conja with a blitz on first down. That's very unheard of. I mean, maybe it's smart, pin them back deep and then play your best coverage you can. But I mean, with guys like MJ Jackman and Tanner Wick in the slot, it'd be really helpful to put a pressure on the QB. What's going on, Coach?
You know what they're doing there? They're trying to get that 2 points.
Yeah, they're trying to get that safety.
They're trying to get that safety. I might add that Mr. Slusher has been at every game for the Slush Puppies.
That's true
with a roster
dedication.
in hand, and that is just, it's part of the morale of this team. It's great stuff.
Yeah.
The real story of this game so far would be defense. Would you agree, Zach?
Oh, definitely. I mean, defense comes really, I mean, it's just important, man. I mean, when you think about it, when you have a team with so many offensive threats, it's so important that you play great defense, and both of these teams have been able to accomplish that so far.
Oh, looking deep. MJ Jackman gained some separation.
Oh, and
great
what a
pass
catch.
by Jaden.
That looked like a post-dig route, 12-yard post-dig route. I mean, when you can
couldn't keep up.
Yeah, when you execute routes like that at such a high level, it's hard to keep up, even when you're such a great defender like Gabe Concha.
And as I see, most players are actually wearing tennis shoes. You know, the traction might be a little tough on the old
Oh,
turf.
now this is something different. We have Tanner
Jaden
Wick.
at wide out.
Yeah, Tanner Wick lined up. I'm going to give Jaden the benefit of the doubt on this jump ball. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
And he's running across the middle.
Slant route.
Oh. You know, and those are what we like to call hospital passes. I don't know if that would have ended well for Jaden if he were to catch that.
You know, Zach's just dreaming, you know, getting those pads on and just laying a hit there on Jaden if he catches the ball.
Yeah, I mean, I have not laid a hit like that yet, but I have been the receiver of a hit like that, and I can tell you it is not fun.
Oh, Jaden with the stall.
Oh my gosh, Tanner.
Tanner Wick fails to see him.
Oh, lob pass.
Oh, pass.
Oh my gosh.
Matthew Chin.
Matthew Chin with a catch. Is that a touchdown? No, he's going to be marked short.
Marked short, 3rd and goal.
Jaden and Matthew seem to think that was a touchdown, but I mean, as we saw on the other end, they're being real sticklers about yardage games. I mean,
real sticklers. Great spot by Coach Alcozer.
Yeah. It's going to be 3rd and goal with about 3 yards to gain.
I see a minute left on the first half.
Yes, it is.
Still scoreless.
Yeah. We're at a stalemate right now, 0-0.
Tanner looking to go. Tanner Wick.
And
flag is.
And he
Stopped
falls
short.
hard.
And
he falls hard. And that's going to be 4th and goal, I think with about inches, maybe a yard to gain.
So what we've seen here on these types of situations is just the quarterback keep right down the middle, reaching across.
Yeah.
No timeout called. Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
They're giving it all right here. Lola's looking like he's calling the blitz.
Oh.
Going. Flag.
And is he going to get it? And that is a touchdown.
Wow.
The hybrid Paloozas will be the first ones on the board, 6-0.
Now the question is 1 or 2.
You know, from my coaching point, I always go for 2, especially in intramural football. I feel like going for 2, you get maybe an extra 2 yards backwards, but in the real end of things, that's not much. I think it's very
Coach
doable.
Alon Gamiz is just pissed off. Throwing a shoe.
Oh, MJ Jackson with the Moss. Is that Randy Moss or
right
Mike
on Gabriel
MJ?
Conja's head to end the half? Wow.
You know, Owen, I don't know about you, but I wasn't seeing some MJ Jackman right there. I was seeing some MJ as in Michael Jordan.
I would completely agree. He got up for that ball.
He got that leg separation, arms up. I mean, man, it was almost like he was dunking that thing.
Didn't even look like he needed 2 hands.
Man.
Jeez.
Pure athleticism right there.
Refs are going back to the room for the half here.
Yeah. You know, like me, MJ's rocking the buzz cut. I think part of that is due to his aerodynamics. I think he's a little more aerodynamic like me.
I'd agree.
So.
What are you thinking first half?
You know, I think this is going to be a really good game. I think these teams are very evenly matched. I think offensively, the Slush Puppies just need to lock in on those short crossing routes that can turn into catch and runs. I mean,
I would agree. I think that here this is a big drive as the Slush Puppies will start. I think if you don't come here with at least 6 points, you could say good night to the Slush Puppies. And
I would say so. I mean, these hybrid Paloozas, they're really good at closing in once they kind of got their foot on your neck. So if you don't take advantage of all these offensive opportunities, I mean, man, they're going to be in for a rough ride. But I believe, I have faith that this is going to be a good game. I think they could tie it up right here.
I think the story for the Slush Puppies right now would be a nice little return, maybe up to the 25-yard line from Ian Wagner or Lolo.
Yeah, returns in this intramural league are huge. I mean, if you can get a return all the way up to the cone and go out of bounds.
Slush Puppies will be receiving.
So the purple will be throwing, the hybrid Paloozas will be throwing to Slush Puppies. You know, and the story of intramural football is if you could get a good return right up to the cone and then go out of bounds, you have 4 downs pretty much to get that cone, and then another 4 to
I'd
get
say
up.
At least 2 free plays to get the cone, maybe take a shot at the end and see what you're feeling, and then
Go for that that cone, and then from there you have 4 more downs to score.
Recap of the first half. 2 great defensive series from either team. The hybrid Paloozas stopped the Slush Puppies at the goal line. The controversial call. Turn it around, drive the length of the field, and MJ Jackman catches the 2-point conversion as time expires, breaking the deadlock at 8-0 as it stands.
7-0.
7-0 actually.
Wow, they went for 1.
They
Surprising.
went for 1. Interesting. Do you think that will pay off later? That 1 point?
You know, they in the regular season, the Slush Puppies actually lost by 1 point to the hybrid Paloozas. So, I mean, in previous games it has mattered, and I think if the Coach Alon Gamiz feels the need to go for 2, this could really hurt the hybrid Paloozas, but we'll see how that goes.
Coach Alon Gamiz has been a controversial figure in intramural sports this year.
Yeah.
He actually started the first game for the Slush Puppies, and
it was later recovered that he is a varsity football player.
Athlete, and that is illegal.
And absolute
with no hesitation. Ian Wagner off his hands.
And it was in his hands, an absolute dime by Gabe Concha.
You know what I think? I think 99 times out of 100, Ian Wagner catches that in high steps into the end zone.
Man, you know, that was a simple fade route, and I feel like because Ian Wagner's a soccer player, he could have one-timed that off his foot, caught it, and ran into the end zone.
Maybe if he would have collected that with his foot. He does play soccer. Maybe if he was a keeper, he would have caught that with his hands.
And Ian Wagner across the middle.
Crossing route, great play.
Catch it, set a screen, nice, Rocco.
Screen, well done, Rocco.
Great football IQ right there. Great football IQ.
Little recovery after that blown play. And the clock just continues to wind down. 10:30 left on the game clock.
Gabe's going to roll to his right.
Out. He wants to come back out for Ian. Through the hands of Ian Wagner.
Tough catch, coming back to the ball with MJ Jackman right on his back.
You know, Ian, I think his head is in other places right now.
Yeah.
You know, after 2 soccer games, I think he's already out of the football mindset and, you know, into the other football mindset.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, you've got Michael Cerullo and Rocco Parente, which, I mean, are obviously great options for QB Gabe Concha. I think he needs to maybe his ball distribution needs to be a little better, spread the field out a little bit, just so that he's and he's high stepping
blitz
it.
By Evan Condon.
And he's just gonna throw that one.
MJ Jackson.
Yikes! Those careless passes are what get you in.
Turnover on downs. Ball in the hands of the hybrid Paloozas now.
You know, those careless passes can get you into trouble. I mean,
they can.
As a quarterback myself, I have thrown a pick 6, and I can tell you it wasn't consciously. It was a careless pass. But man,
Slush Puppies need a huge stop here.
Yeah, huge.
They cannot go down by 2 scores at this late in the game.
But back to what I was saying, the ball distribution is one of the most important things that these Slush Puppies can do. I mean, spreading the ball out, getting other people open.
Tanner Wick at the quarterback position. Unlucky. 2nd and goal. If the Slush Puppies can do that 3 more times, they can maybe put together a game-winning drive.
Yeah.
Tanner Wick slips up.
And Ian Wagner's going to miss that blitz.
He just decides to go. Looks like they're going to be posted up at about the 12-yard line.
It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Hey, Jake.
You know, let's give it up for our officials today, though. We've got Coach T-Lacker in the backfield. We've got Coach Alcozer also in the backfield. And then our 2 line judges, Edgar Alcozer and Mikey Tompkins, doing a real great job.
Jaden Matsingo.
Oh, my gosh. What a
Evan
pass.
Condon will use the speed, and he will get in.
And is he going to high step it?
Touchdown.
That's a touchdown. And
Wow.
Jaden Matingu with the gritty and the Johnny Manziel money sign celebration, and now he's clapping. I mean, with the performance he's had today, he deserves that celebration.
He does, he does. Slush Puppies need a quick score. Looks like they're going for 1 here.
Yep. I mean, when you're up by 2 touchdowns, it's smart to just go for 1.
Oh, flag on the play.
Oh,
MJ
and
Jackman,
another jump
opportunity.
ball to MJ Jackman.
Wow. Sorry if my reaction isn't what it was last time, but wow.
And that one's going to be a false start on the offense.
That one's going 5 yards back.
Man.
Jeez.
You know, I don't know who the coach is for the Hybrid Paloozas, but I would be furious if that
Oh,
happened.
no replay. Incomplete pass is the call.
See, with things like that, 1-point conversion in the beginning and then you leave a 1-point conversion out on the field, that gives these Slush Puppies a chance to come on back in. I mean, man. This is a great game so far. I mean, last year's game between Lucas Wurst and Cade Martinez, I mean, that was a blowout.
Those were players on the team, but the key matchup was actually
Michael Patterson.
Michael Patterson, intramural legend.
Oh, and a nice spin move by Lolo.
Good return. Great return.
Great return. Oh, and Coach Alcozer's calling a little wrist flick.
I don't know what that is there. Oh, flag guarding.
Oy. I don't know if that's
flag guarding call.
I don't know if that's a flag or just a warning. Looks like it's just a warning. Won't be enforced. No penalties. Gabe Concha back, steps back, scanning. Micah James down, open.
Oh, pursuit. Oh my goodness.
Oh, and Michael Cerullo.
Michael Cerullo.
Right? Playing patty cake with that ball.
I don't know if he plays volleyball, but that would have been a good set.
Yeah. Too bad it's not.
Too bad.
You know, he was a lacrosse guy, so maybe if he had a stick out there, he could have caught it. I don't know.
Caught it with the stick.
Oh,
Do you
Gabe
think the
Concha
football
dropping
would have
back.
fit
It
in
looks
that?
like he's looking for
Going
deep
deep to Ian
for
Wagner.
Ian Wagner.
Impatience.
And that's just
Impatience.
going to be, God. He's got to look at those short routes. I mean, Micah
It's a poor
James,
pass.
Rocco Parente, Michael Cerullo, those guys were all open in the deep, short, flat routes.
They were. Now they're going to be set up for 3rd and cone.
You got a roster?
Micah James has not been targeted yet this game.
No. With the snap, looking to run, he's going to run.
And
He's going to get good yardage. He's going to
Sets him
get
up.
down to 5 yards before the pylon. He's going to have a 4th and cone with the defense with their blitz still.
This is going to be the biggest play yet of the game for the Slush Puppies. If they don't convert here, I don't know what happens for them.
I've seen this. This is a strategy I have not seen yet, but the center, in fact, when he knows there's going to be a snap, gets in the way of the blitzer so that they could get a quick completion, and he throws it away.
That is just poor offense for the Slush Puppies all around today.
I think I heard Lolo Rudolph yell to the quarterback, Gabe Concha, "You're selling." It sounds almost as if their teamwork and camaraderie is dwindling as the time also dwindles down.
I think we're looking at the classic case of a team versus a team of individuals.
I would agree. It does not seem that this team is working together. Oh, and Tanner Wick. Oh, and is that a flag?
So
That's
to clarify some rules with the new waist belts and Velcro flags for the intramural football program, if the player is grabbed around the waist area, even if the flag doesn't come off, Coach Alcozer has the right to call it down where he wants it to be.
Yeah.
To give a little leeway to the person pulling the flag. Sets up Jaden Matingu.
Oh, and
Tanner Wick decides to
separation.
tuck and run. Oh, Ian going for the strip.
Ian Wagner going for the strip. Not very soccer-like of him, as most soccer players are very passive and don't want to get fouls inside of scoring territory. I mean, if this was soccer, that'd probably be a penalty kick.
In his game, that would have been a handball and a set piece for the other team.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
We'll see what they decide here. I believe third down?
I believe so.
3rd and goal at the 7.
Mr. Wallace with a leg stretch on the 50-yard line.
Desperation play here for the Slush Puppies. Oh, MJ Jackman. Jaden Mating. Oh, and
and that's going to be a touchdown.
And
oh my goodness. This is looking like last year
Yikes.
almost.
Yikes. What started as a great game, the hybrid Paloozas just came out here and slammed the door on them. Didn't give the Slush Puppies a chance to breathe. No first downs completed. Only 2 passes completed in the second half. We'll see what they can do here with their drive, but
you know,
it's
Owen,
not looking good.
I'm going to say the player of the game so far is Jaden Matingu.
Another candidate could be MJ Jackman.
Yeah. Oh, an
Wagner, see what he does with it.
interception.
Oh, and you cannot return it. You cannot return those.
His flag was pulled anyways, right on the end zone. And the clock is going to stop. 3 minutes, 9 seconds left in the game. See what Coach Alongamise has to say, stepping on the field to talk to his guys.
You know, I love
He's
that
calling
passion.
a timeout.
I love that passion.
There we go.
Makes
He's
more
calling a
passionate than the coach
timeout,
there.
and he's telling everyone to get over there. Oh, and I don't know if you can see that, but there is Tokyo. He has a jersey on. It looks like he might be walking onto the field, and you know, that could be a scandalous thing considering the fact Tokyo is in the sophomore class and is also a varsity football player. So
who knows?
What they're plotting. Maybe he's just wearing it to wear it. I don't know why he would.
With the coverage and reffing of this game, I don't think they'll be able to sneak Tokyo onto the field.
No, definitely not.
As Ian breaks a tackle and gets flag pulled down there about 10 yards from the cone.
I mean, wow.
Rocco Parente.
2:35 on the clock. Short route to Lolo. Jukes, spins.
That'll be a first down. Clock under 2:30 now.
If these guys are smart, they try and get out of bounds so that the clock stops.
Totally looks like he's trash talking the opposing team from the sideline. Gabe Kahn just scanning. He's yet to throw a complete deep ball. And that
That's
is just
a pass
overthrown.
interference.
Lolo is furious.
That ball was uncatchable, so pass interference will not be
From the
applied.
amount of deep balls I've seen Gabriel Conja complete this year, this has been really disappointing. To see him fail in the moment.
Yeah.
And Gabriel Conja, I'd like to say I'm one of his biggest fans, but
And the clock is going to run
the
with
big
2
game.
minutes left. It looks like the Palooza or the hybrid Palooza hybrids, I think it is. Sorry, hybrid Paloozas.
Paloozas.
I've been struggling with that name all day.
you have, Zach. You
On
have.
a short route to Lolo. He's going to high step it,
And look,
running
they're just
across to
letting
the
him go.
sideline.
They're just letting him go.
And his flag is going to be pulled. Oh, and that's a touchdown. Touchdown called by Mikey Tompkins, but Coach Alcoz is going to call this one dead.
A little miscommunication with the refs. Clock ticking down to a minute.
Yeah. I don't know how this one's going to go. I wonder what Miss Palafox is saying to Coach Gamiz. I mean, I know she's a Raiders fan.
And that's a touchdown for Gabe Conja.
And, you know, Raiders fans have a reputation of talking some smack. So,
They do.
look, she's talking to Mr. Slusher right now. Can only imagine she's
Can only
talking
imagine
trash.
the words that are being exchanged in that conversation. Not kind.
No, definitely not. Jaden Matinger's not even playing defense. He's
Going for
gritty.
one.
Disrespectful. And
We're going to find Ian in the back.
Oh
my goodness!
One-handed grab by Lolo Rudolph in the end zone.
And Alcozer calls game.
Man, Lolo Rudolph might not be the player of the game, but that was the play of the game
I
for
would
sure.
completely agree. That and MJ's 2-point conversion to end the first half.
Definitely. And these guys are going to shake it up. I mean, hard-fought match. Final score is going to be 19-7 with a very, very sad loss for the Slush Puppies, but an exhilarating win
That game
for
was
the
really
Hybrid
the tale of
Paloozas.
two halves, as Slush Puppies could not perform in the second half, but the Paloozas just kept on slamming their necks and came out with the victory.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see after this football season ends who's going to be on the rise for basketball intramurals.
It's true.
You know, I myself will be playing in it. My homeroom's got a pretty good squad. We've got Parker Patterson, Brady Clem, myself, Nico Escalante, Eric Rodriguez, Lucas Cerny. We've got a pretty stacked team, I would say. So I'm looking forward to that, not to brag, but...
I agree. It's going to be a great season of intramurals to come. Congratulations to the Hybrid Paloozas. Congratulations to the Slush Puppies and everybody else who competed in the intramurals this year. I'd like to cap off the
stream
coverage of the game.
Thank you.
Thank you.